It's been a while since we connected live here on India Today Tech, but what better day than today? Because I'm sure all of you would already know that Apple is hosting its launch event tonight, where it will be introducing a number of new gadgets, including the Apple Watch 7, the Apple AirPods, and of course, what we all have been waiting for, the new iPhone 13 series. So that's all. That is everything that what you're going to see tonight during Apple's launch event, and the event will start at 10:30 p.m. So what I'm going to do is I'll give you a quick overview of whatever is expected to be launched tonight. We'll talk about the iPhone 13 series in detail in particular. Meanwhile, what you guys can do is you can put in your questions in the comments box. You can let me know if you have anything to ask about the iPhone 13 series, and we'll definitely take up all those questions during the video as well. I can already see few comments here. Vishal Bhati is saying, welcome sir, I am waiting for you. Thank you so much, Vishal. He is also saying doing a great job. Thank you, Vishal, again. And Devansh is saying love you Tech Tuck. So I'm sure Devansh must be our Tech Tuck subscriber who just landed on India Today Tech as well. And guys, before doing this live, I was also live on Tech Tuck, and there we were talking in Hindi. We were having the same conversation around the iPhone 13 series. And now here we are on India Today Tech, and whatever questions that you have about the iPhone 13 series, I can already see one from Kridarth, and Kridarth will take up the questions in a while, but let me quickly give an overview of what we are expecting tonight for all our viewers who have joined us. And Apple is hosting a launch event at 10:30 p.m. That's when the event is going to start, and the big attraction, of course, or the headline maker will be the new iPhone 13 series. And what we are expecting this year as well is that Apple will launch 4 different models. So you're going to have a look at the iPhone 13 mini, iPhone 13, iPhone 13 Pro, and also the iPhone 13 Pro Max. Now in terms of design, Apple is not known for changing a lot of things. And even this year you can expect the iPhone 13 series to look very similar to last year's iPhone 12 series. But there is going to be one change. And if any one of you use an iPhone, I'm sure at some point you must have complained about the notch. And this year, the notch is going to get smaller. Yes, Apple is finally doing it. The notch that you get on top of your iPhones to house the front camera, it will be smaller this year. Apart from that, for the very first time on the iPhones, you can see high refresh rate displays. Now we know a lot of Android smartphone makers had switched to 120 Hz displays a couple of years back, but this is the first time with the iPhone 13 series we can see Apple using 120 Hz displays on its iPhone models. Now I can see a lot of you have already joined in, and if you have any questions, if there's any doubt, any question that is crossing your mind right now, put it in the comments box. I'll take up all these questions during the chat. Deepak is asking me about a Samsung phone. Chalo Deepak, we'll answer this question as well. This live session was for the iPhones, but I'll take up your question as well. But let me just finish the conversation around the iPhone 13 first, and then I'll take all your questions. So the two changes that we have already talked about is the smaller notch and the high refresh rate display. Apart from that, you will also see the satellite calling feature on the iPhones for the very first time, and I'm sure you must have already read a lot of things about it because it's probably the most talked about feature around the iPhone 13 series. But with this, what you will be able to do is, right now we make all the calls using mobile towers. Now iPhone 13 will have the ability to use low-lying satellites, and it will be able to make calls using that as well. So you will definitely get better connectivity, but Apple has already clarified that this feature will only be available in select regions, and you will only be able to access this in cases of emergency. So it will be interesting to see if this feature actually makes it to India or not. And of course, when you talk about iPhones, you have to talk about cameras. And on the camera front, we are expecting a few changes as well. The number of lenses are not going to change. You will still see 2 cameras on the iPhone 13 and 13 mini and 3 on 13 Pro and 13 Pro Max. But within the camera app, you will get some upgrades. For example, Apple this time is going to focus a lot on low light photography. So on Google Pixel smartphones, you get an astrophotography mode which allows you to click good pictures in low light conditions and at night. And now the same feature is also coming on the Apple iPhones this year. Along with that, there is also going to be a portrait mode for videos. So right now, all of us know we can click pictures in portrait mode, but now you will also be able to shoot videos on your iPhone in the portrait mode. And again, this is one feature that I am personally really looking forward to, because Samsung had added this feature on its smartphones a couple of years back, and I wasn't really convinced with the implementation, because at times what I noticed was that the edge detection wasn't that great, and even the blur effect that was added in the background was quite artificial. So I'm really looking forward to see what Apple does with this feature, because if it is able to implement it rightly, then the iPhones will come really close to your DSLRs in terms of video recording. So that's one feature that I am really excited about. Apart from that, we are also hearing that there could be a big battery on the iPhone 13 series and a few other changes. Now I have a few questions with me, so let me take them one by one. Meanwhile, whoever has joined us just now, guys, iPhone 13 is launching at 10:30 p.m. tonight. So if you have any questions, any speculation that you want to talk about, anything that you want to know in particular about that phone, definitely put it in the comment section. So Kridarth is asking, when will iOS 15 stable be launched for iPhone 11 Pro Max? Now Kridarth, iOS 15 is another thing around which we can see an announcement in tonight's event. So right now we know that the beta version is available, but Apple can finally officially announce the iOS 15 tonight during its launch event. Deepak Raja is saying, and of course, once it is officially rolled out, then of course you can expect it to arrive on your iPhone 11 Pro Max immediately after that. Deepak Raja is asking, please suggest me good Samsung phones, budget 20k. Deepak, क्या बोलूँ मैं आपको, because देखिए, if you want to buy a phone under 20k, I don't think there are too many good Samsung smartphones. Samsung really gives you value once you move towards the mid-premium and flagship category. I think under rupees 20,000 or around that mark, you can get a lot more features on a Xiaomi or a Realme phone than what you will get on a Samsung phone. So just factor that in, and if you are comfortable buying a Xiaomi or a Realme phone, let me know. I have plenty of recommendations for you, and I'll give them for sure. Abdul Malik Khan is saying, and by the way guys, if you have questions, please keep them coming, because it's a big day for all technology enthusiasts. iPhones are finally coming. And Abdul has asked, I'm using A10 Bionic chipset. How long its update available? Abdul, अगर आप A10 यूज़ कर रहे हैं, I think आपको almost 4 years हो चुके होंगे. I mean, you must have been using this phone for about 4 years now. I think you can easily be able to use it for another year or 18 months. That is if your phone's hardware is in the ideal condition. If not, maybe you can even switch to a newer phone in another 6 months or so. So you can definitely start considering buying a new phone. But I'm sure, I mean, let me know, I mean, how is the performance on the A10 Bionic chip now? Because I haven't used the A10 Bionic chip for a while. So let me know how is your phone doing. Minecraft Pocket Gamer is sending us few emojis with a flag and few crying emojis. So I don't know what you're sad about, Minecraft. Let me know, yaar, what is this? Why are you sad? So anyway guys, so we have the iPhone 13 series that is launching tonight. I've already given you an overview. Those of you who have joined us recently, let me tell you few upgrades that we are expecting. First is a 120Hz display. Second is a smaller notch. Third is that we are also expecting 2 new color variants. So a bronze and a graphite color variant can also be introduced on the iPhone 13 series. There is also going to be increased storage on the Pro Max variant. So 1 TB storage is what we can expect. There is going to be satellite communication, a feature. and apart from that, a bigger battery is what is being talked about, and a few upgrades in the camera department, which include better low light photography and also your portrait mode in video recordings. So that is all what we are expecting on the iPhone 13 series. Now when it comes to the Apple Watch 7, they're going to be more visual changes than the hardware changes. So the health features and all of that is going to remain the same, but the Apple Watch 7, which is launching tonight, will look different from the earlier Apple Watches. And what we're hearing is that Apple may finally get rid of that curved display and replace it with a flat sort of display. So the Apple Watch 7 might look different from the previous generation watch. Also the AirPods, so we are also expecting new AirPods to be launched today, and this is one product around which Apple has maintained a lot more secrecy than the iPhone 13 series and the Apple Watch series. And I can see that suddenly our viewers have almost doubled. So guys, if you have questions, all of you who have just joined around iPhone 13 or anything else, you please put that in. I can see a few questions coming in, so I will just take them up. But let me finish the AirPods part first. So we don't know much about what is going to be there in terms of upgrade on the AirPods, but definitely there will be a major upgrade on the first generation AirPods that we got to see. Now I have a few questions. Pratay Singh is asking, will iPads be launching today? And upcoming 9th gen iPad good? So Pratay, iPads will not be launched today. I think Apple is going to host a separate launch event for iPads entirely. It may happen very soon, maybe next month, we don't know. But tonight it is not going to launch any iPads. Even the existing ones which came very recently with the M1 chip, you can definitely consider them. They are really good. So we have just now seen a new generation iPad. So I think it's going to take a while before they introduce the next one. Oh, so Minecraft Pocket Gamer, I told you that he's sending me those crying emojis. Now he is saying my country November iPhone release. So in his country, iPhone is releasing in November. Now I know why you are sad, Minecraft. But don't worry, November is not that far. It's only 2 months. I think even in India, if the iPhones are going to be launched tonight, they will go on sale only after a week or 10 days. So, okay, let November come. The other way to look at it is that Christmas may come early for you. Dr. Vinay Ramachandra is asking, on which nanometer technology will A15 chip be based on? Probably 5nm. I'm not sure. We'll have to wait for the launch event, and then you can I can confirm that. Santosh Chandrasekharan is saying, will the biometric in-display fingerprint scanner come only with iPhone 14? Well, we'll have to wait and see. Minecraft is saying, हिंदी में बोलो ना प्लीज़. Minecraft भाई, मैं ये कह रहा था कि नवंबर जो है अब बहुत दूर नहीं है, सितंबर मिड ऑलरेडी चल रहा है. अगर 14 सितंबर को आज लॉन्च करता भी है एप्पल आईफोन 13, इंडिया में भी सितंबर एंड तक ही शायद सेल पे जाएगा, तो आप नवंबर तक इंतज़ार कर सकते हैं. एंड शायद आपके लिए क्रिसमस जल्दी आ जाएगा, ये भी आप सोच सकते हैं. और अगर आपको हिंदी में और बातें करनी है तो आप टेक तक को सब्सक्राइब कर लीजिए, वहाँ पे भी हम लाइव करते रहते हैं. इससे पहले मैं इनफैक्ट वहीं पर लाइव करके आ रहा हूँ. दिस इज आवर इंग्लिश चैनल, सो वी यूजुअली कनेक्ट विद पीपल ऑन इंग्लिश. ओहो, माइनक्राफ्ट कह रहे हैं कि पूरा हिंदी में लाइव बोलो. सर माइनक्राफ्ट मैंने आपको बताया टेक तक पे आ जाइए, वहाँ पूरे हिंदी में लाइव होते हैं. And Rahul is saying, can we expect price around 2 lakhs? Rahul, I hope not. That will be a little too much. But yes, they're not going to be cheap or affordable as we call them. In fact, the Pro models are going to be expensive is what I'm expecting this year. The iPhone 13 mini and iPhone 13, they will still be, there will not be a price jump of that much compared to the last year's model. So for example, I'm expecting the iPhone 13 to be priced around 70,000 and 13 to be around 80,000. But the Pro and Pro Max models will definitely cost you more than rupees 1 lakh. Now, if any one of you have any more questions around the iPhone 13 series, please put them in. and I will take them because it's already been 15-20 minutes of this live session. Santosh is asking, iPhone 13 base variant will launch at 128 GB, right? Yes, Santosh. I'll just take up your question again. So you basically what you want to know is if the iPhone 13 base variant will come with 128 GB storage or not. Yes, I think it will come with 128 GB storage variant. Apple will not ditch that. On the Pro Max, what we are hearing is that Apple will take the storage to up to 1 TB. So that is going to be a major upgrade, but 13 will have 128 GB storage variant. माइनक्राफ्ट पॉकेट गेमर इज सेइंग और 6 आवर्स हैं, अभी 6 घंटे और हैं सर, हैं 6 घंटे, लेकिन बहुत सारी चीज़ें और भी होती हैं. वी हैव अ वेरी फंक्शनल वेबसाइट इंडिया टुडे टेक, वी हैव टू मेंटेन दैट एज वेल. देयर इज इंडिया टुडे टेक, देयर इज टेक तक. तो हम आपसे जुड़ते रहेंगे. विल कीप ब्रिंगिंग यू सम ऑफ द अदर स्टफ अराउंड एप्पल लॉन्च इवेंट, बट ये 6 घंटे लाइव करना पॉसिबल नहीं होता ना. Any other questions, guys? Any other questions quickly? If there are no other questions, I will just wrap up this live session in another minute or so. But in case there is someone who has just joined us, wants to ask anything around the iPhone 13, you let us know. Meanwhile, guys, I'm sure all of you must have also met Simran. She did a video on the channel last week. So you will see her regularly on India Today Tech. Of course, I'll be there. And we plan to bring you a lot of cool content for you guys on India Today Tech. So if you haven't subscribed, please do that as well. So I can't see any other questions now. So let's just wrap it up here, guys. I've given you a quick overview of the iPhone 13 series, and it's gonna launch at 10:30 tonight. And once the iPhone 13 series is launched, we will let you know its pricing, all its features, specifications, everything on India Today Tech tomorrow. You can tune in, you will get a lot of new content. If you want to see content in Hindi, you can go to Tech Tech, and that's where you'll get the Hindi content. Before I leave, I have 2 more questions. Minecraft is asking, iPhone 12 का price कम होगा? बिल्कुल होगा. As soon as the iPhone 13 is launched, you will see a price drop in iPhone 12. And Rahul is asking, are there any new features in iPhone 13? Rahul, I've already covered that. So we are expecting a high refresh rate display, a smaller notch, bigger battery, couple of new modes in the camera department, a better processor, A15 chip is what we are expecting, few new color variants, and the satellite calling feature is going to be an important one. So that's all that we are expecting in terms of new features on iPhone 13. Of course, we know Tim Cook for dropping a few surprises, and that's what you can expect in tonight's event as well. So thank you so much, guys, for joining, and we'll meet you again tomorrow with a lot of new content as well.